All right, hello everyone. So today is Friday, finally. Okay, and let's take a look at gold. Let's start off with gold. Now, with gold, remember I said we've got potential to break out, so we have to be careful. And I said the first place the market would be selling at is here. If we did break out, which it did in Asia while we were asleep, okay, it's done it there. So a pullback, we want to go up. Now, there's a bit of a gap here, but this zone is okay for a pullback because we've got a good buy kiss at 59.83, which is 2045, and that 2045 is down here. So if we do have a 2045 pullback, that's your good buy kiss. Do it. All right. So there. Okay, if we come back into the Astro hours now, this is where the market all started off. Okay, but this is a place where we will want to use to push up. Okay, so if you made use of that, great. As you can see, the Astro hours worked rather well yesterday, both on the buy side and on the sell side, and then on the buy side again until the market broke out. As you can see, the market comes down into an Astro hour, pushes up, and I did say, expect a breakout. It could happen, and this is what happened. All right, so if there's a pullback here or down here into the daily pivot or this zone slightly under it at an Astro, I think it's okay to be going long with gold. Where do you want to go up to? You want to be going up to these 2068.74. I'm just going to get rid of this white line here so that we can see the PST targets there. As you can see, 66, 67. We've got 2000, 71, 81, 85, 87. Okay, so from 2071 onwards until 87. So 2071 is going to be there. Right, so we can expect a bit of a push up into there. And 87. I'll just double click on this and bring it to 87 there. All right. Just note the other levels as well I mentioned. All right. So the 71, 85. Okay, I think it was 80. Okay, let's just double check so we don't. Let's not be lazy. Let's not be lazy. I'm more interested in the red ones. Okay, the 66, 68, and 69. So 2081, 85. The reason is the breakout is the red one. Right, so 81 is going to be here. 85 is going to be here. Okay, I'm going to cross-checking the daily. All right, so on the daily, we've got both blue and red. Red is the breakout. Blue, look at this. Look how interesting this is. Blue has got potential to come down, but if it goes up, look where it can get to. So that 2000, okay, we're going to be modest on the price. 2066, 74, 80, 78, 80. So that's your zone, right? So that's what we want to be targeting up. And this is your Neptune, not Neptune, what am I talking about? Mercury and Saturn line, all right, which is fine. And that's that. Let's take a look at SP500. Now with SP500, I said yesterday could be another day where the market makes high here, and on Friday we might turn around as well. Wednesday was a swing day on that one, as you can see. That happened. What was it, Wednesday? That's right. SP500 Wednesday was a swing day. Bang, big fall down. And I said Thursday is also a swing day. So market is going up, went up Thursday. And today we've got Friday as well, which is also a swing day. Thursday is a swing day was a swing day for NASDAQ. So Friday is a swing day for SP500. So if we're up again somewhere, looking to sell may not be a bad idea. Alternatively, we can look to do that next week. But next week is, as you know, Christmas. markets will be closed. What we can do with this, I said this zone was a sell zone yesterday. If you sold here at the Astro hour, this is the Astro hour, you should have been okay. It went all the way back down into that zone, market opening up, and then pushed back up again. All right. And so that would have been okay. Remember in the video yesterday, I said 630, 620 actually is going to be important for the SP 500. All right. Why? That's just 620 there. Why? Because on the platform it's 520, but my time it's 620. Let's just make this 20 because it was SP 500 specific. Okay? That's why. So if you sold here, you should have been okay, no problemo. And that was the zone to sell at in any case. Astro hours here, as you can see, market going right into the target, selling off down, going back up again. Now, if you take a look at the daily, we're back in, back in an up move, but it hasn't really gone up to take out that high. On the weekly, this might be an indecision bar, so the market can go in both directions. Okay, what can we do with this? Well, because we had a few breakouts, as you can see here, maybe the market will sell off. Okay, so if we are at Astro hours somewhere at the top here, and also you need to be careful, read the notes I made in the members area, because we're going to have some important hours. For New York, if you're going to trade indices, you might want to wait, okay, until 355, which is 255 on the platform. It's going to be here, okay, which you can actually say 3 o'clock, I guess, on the platform. So that's that. You can wait for that. And later on as well, today also in the morning, if you want to look for a trade, 720. 720 on the platform, which is going to be around here. Okay, it's going to be 8:20 my time, and this can eventuate from 8:20 to 9 o'clock. Right, so this zone here, we'll see how things pan out. The market can sizzle down here if it wants to go back up again. Okay, but also, as you can see, this is also not a bad place where the market might think about selling off. All right, so back here and back here, the market might want to sell off again. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Another breakout. I said this has got potential to break out, so we need to be careful. As you can see, these were the Astro hours, breakout, pull back, and just kept going. Also, yesterday I did say, what did I say yesterday? We're going to have some action. If we find direction, it should go, okay, until 10 o'clock to 11:30 my time, and that's, you can see, market closure here. Now then, and this was the zone here. That is the big boom, okay? I talked about a surprise coming up, the market warming up. That was the slap, market taking it down, and then boom, going up on the opening, or it was going to be down here, and it certainly was up there. All right, so what to do with the euro dollar? I guess we're going to have to carry following this up, market closing up. It's done that pullback, as you can see. If it does come back a little lower into that red line there, which is, I'm thinking 56 something, that one, the 1.0942. All right, 55.88. 55.88, 56, 1.0951. If it does come to 1.0951 down here yesterday, all right, somewhere there, it's okay. The daily pivot is today there. There's a bit of a gap here, so if it does pull back, fine. I can now get rid of this because it's done what it needed to do. And if I refresh, the daily pivot's going to be here. There's a bit of a gap here, as you can see. So if we come back down, it's going to fill it in, buying from this zone here is also not a bad idea. So you'll have to mark it in. If it comes back down, it's okay to buy from this zone. It's a good buy kiss. But it may not, I repeat, come back down this far. Okay, but this is the impulse wave. If you want to follow it up, you can. It should go higher. If you think about it, this is a runner. Okay, I'm just going to mark in this zone here. Okay. If you think about it, this is a runner. If you come to your 1 hour chart on your ATAM strategy, let's see where the PST is. If it comes back into that Astro hour, into a PST support level, then that's going to be your price to get in on the game to go up. Okay. And this is beautiful there, right there. 58 is 1.0996. Has it done it? 1.0996, it has right there. Actually, this is for this bar here. This would have been a little lower, but still pretty close enough. Okay, as you can see, it's 10.01 at the moment, and that's just how it is. Now, if this thing bounces off, then you've got 76 for a target. Then you've got 1032. If this works out, it should come up to there. Okay, 1032. All right. You can then pull this back into the 15-minute, but using this on the 1 hour chart is very, very nice, especially on the next day. So a day finishes, and then with this, it's like you got your new day set up. If it comes back for a support, you can go. The market closed higher on the daily, as you can see. So this is the high of that, okay, as you can see, is 10.09, and where this closed is 10.10, so just 1 pip above. This could also be like a sweep because it started falling down ASAP. This zone is still something we need to break out of, but like I said, coming back, coming back to go up is not a bad idea. You got 10.48, 10.73 on the weekly. Remember, we had 10.47. All right, so 10.47 is there, and that's on the weekly, which is what you'd be aiming at normally. All right, so once you get into that 10.47, be careful here, because 10.47 is going to be a sell reaction. Okay, if that does happen to be a sell reaction, then the market should pop down a little bit. So if you are a seller, 10.47 is not a bad spot at an Astro hour. It is also a good target to follow into an Astro hour. So if you're going in long, let's say, you can start going long, and you can just keep following it until the next Astro hour to see how things are going to manage that trade. All right, but here, that's a nice support level. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin as we move forward. Right, Dow Jones. Now, we drew this yesterday. Okay, so I had these levels here. This is the discount rate. As you can see, market goes into the discount rate and then falls down. If you take a look, they should be your Astro hours from yesterday as well. All right. Such as, let's see what we had here. 4:30 on the platform and 4:45 on the platform. My time, 5:30, 5:45, and that's it. Nice and easy. All right, so the market goes up and then back up, back down. But this zone is expected, okay, and I said the market could continue until, what did I say? 10 to 11:35. 11:35 is 10:35 on the platform, which should be that bar there. And as you can see, nicely touches the discount zone and then just pulls down. So that's all good. If you take a look at the daily here now, as you can see, this is looking like a sell, but the support we have to overcome is at 67, 37,208. So 37,208 is going to be where? Here, it's going to be there somewhere. So we have to basically break below this. Okay. If we break below this, it should be, again, selling off. As you can see, the trend is not very strong there. This is looking like a typical retracement, like an A, B, C, and then we're looking to sell off. So at Astro hours, there's a bit of a gap here. Be mindful. If it fills out the gap, pulls back up here, selling from this zone to down doesn't sound too bad. Okay, and then you can follow that through downwards. I'm just going to remove these. These were from previous days. Let's get rid of that. Remember, with the Dow Jones, we have the swing day. It was already done. It's Thursday, and that's your, well, let me see, that's Wednesday. This is the SP 500. So Thursday and Friday are swing days. So that's Thursday. So Friday, if we go up again, we're sellers at Astro hours. All right. NASDAQ, same kind of thing, guys. Pull back yesterday, probably to sell off again down there. So selling would be, I guess, the way to go on this one. Be a bit more careful because we've got this LCL1 line, which is 17275 on the weekly, which is too far out. So I didn't put that in there. But if we do go up into an Astro zone, Astro hour, selling, I think, is not a bad idea. Yesterday, the same thing happened here. As you can see, market comes back nicely right into that zone. Okay, this is the zone. All right, support, the last support, touches it nicely twice. Okay, so retesting it to go and then back. So what we want to do is, if the market does come back up, it can come up slightly higher because of the gap here, but it doesn't have to. It's a minor one. If it comes back up again, selling is the way to go, in my opinion. I'd still be a bit careful because of that weekly level there. So next week is also closed. I don't really know if you guys want to take a trade today. I mean, it's Friday and you got Christmas next week, but you know, whatever floats your boat, you can do it. All right. But I'm more interested in probably going towards the downside on this one with the indices overall. Bitcoin, I talked about the breakout here. There was a triangle here and the market breaks out. I said you could follow it up to the targets. If you bought at the Astro hours, the low, you should have been okay. If you're a long-term investor on this one, then like us, you're going to have to sit and wait for us in spring, where we want to buy at a discount, hopefully when the market comes down. That's what I'm expecting anyway. The market comes back down into this zones during that time period, we should be looking to go long. All right, but we should come back, I'm thinking, back into this zone here. Sooner or later, we're going to come back here in any case. All right, this is the zone where we want to get to. All right, just double check. This is pretty much, well, yeah, this is pretty much a done deal, but this is not a done deal. All right, so we'll see how things pan out. So coming back into the 25 zone is probably the way to go. If it does, then we can go back long again. All right. Whew.